our challenge is to be able to raise enough money to be able to help all the people that need our help, because we provide low cost and free services, and our goal actually is to build a new building. We're in a 3,200 square foot building, to build at least 10,000 square foot building and be able to do full service medicine for low income people. That's our goal. That's the gap that we face, is that somebody comes in with an animal that's sick, we don't have the facility to be able to help that animal. So we have to tell them, I'm sorry, you'll have to go to a private vet, knowing full well that many of them can't afford to do that. So our challenge is space at this moment, but the city, that's another challenge for the whole city, is people can't afford a private vet here right now. Many people can't. In this city alone, there are 80,000 animals that belong to people below the poverty level. 80,000 animals that people can't afford even to pay our fees for services. So that's the population that we need to address in our facility, and actually we all will end up addressing those at some point or another if we don't do something about it pretty quickly.
Okay. Others, biggest challenges?
Well, of course, we're all going to tell you it's funding. It's always funding. But for me specifically right now, I just wanted to make an appeal about the importance, Missy and I were talking about this earlier, the importance of foster care. Just this morning before I ran out, someone came in with a box of kittens, and I did the intake, but I don't have anywhere to put them. So it's a big challenge for all of us. You know, Francis referenced it earlier also. We have way too many still coming in with all the efforts and all the great success we're having with spay-neutering and stopping the population at intake. We still have the ones that we need to help that did make it through. And so the plea is just, we need more fosters. And we have a great program where we share fosters. I share fosters with the Williamson County Regional Animal Shelter and the Georgetown Municipal Shelter. And I know Austin Humane and Town Lake have a wonderful relationship where they're sharing fosters, but it seems like there's still not enough.
Okay. Anybody else?
Well, our biggest challenge is that we don't have a building yet. We really need a facility. We found that these pets that we're pulling out of Town Lake Animal Center, who are set to be euthanized, that we're easily finding them homes. Not always easily, but usually pretty easily. But we can't expand very much until we have our own building and where we can keep these pets overnight. In addition, there are some other services that we want to provide, and we're really limited right now without having that facility where we can do those.
Anybody else?
Yeah, we're facing a very current challenge in Emancipet. We find ourselves kind of fighting for the life of our free sterilization program. I'm not sure if everyone saw it, but the subsidizing from the City of Austin is on the list of proposed budget reductions from the City of Austin. And that's a program that we've been doing since 2001, and at this point, the funding that we're able to get through the city is the only source of funding we have for that program, and it is not, to say the least, an underutilized program. Just every single Saturday we go out there and we see Austin's poorest residents in their cars sleeping at 4:30 in the morning with their pets, trying to get in line so they can take advantage of these services. So we're really fighting to kind of articulate the value of that program to city officials right now. And that's something that we're kind of currently facing that's a big crisis. But I think on an ongoing basis, we need to really look strategically at how we can continue to offer those services, even if the City of Austin doesn't continue to provide funding for that. It is that important of a program. I feel like it's just one of the most critical things we do, and that program actually impacts everybody sitting up here in terms of the animals that it's preventing. So we're really looking at strategically what we can do to ensure that that program will always remain, regardless of what may happen with the City of Austin.
Francis, do you want to respond?
Yes. The way we look at our biggest challenge is that we really feel like we need to build the community of people who care about animals and are willing to do something to help them. And there are so many different ways, and you'll hear more from all of us, I'm sure, about how you can plug in and help. Obviously, we've talked about funding. There are a plethora of volunteer opportunities, including foster care, and it can be as easy as spreading the word. You see someone who has an animal that's not spayed and neutered, you can share with them about services and why that's important. So for us, we really think that we need to build that community so that we can accomplish our vision, and we know that that's going to take all of us together.